Welcome to Unfold Data Science. My name is Aman and I am a data scientist. In this video, I am going to discuss about 5 data science project ideas from marketing analytics point of view. So why is this video important? As I mentioned in my last video, as a data scientist, you and me should know what all use cases can be done on supply chain data, inventory data, marketing data, customer data. It is because so many times your business or your client expects you to give your input on what all use cases are possible. So let us start this video with the definition of marketing. So what is marketing by definition? By definition, marketing is an act of trying to promote a service or product. Okay? To know more about marketing, I am going to give you a very good reference towards end of this video. But the use case one I want to talk about relates to basic definition of marketing. So marketing is about promoting something. How do you promote something? It involves money, right? So let's say an organization has 100 rupees as the marketing budget. So how do you optimize that budget? So there are a lot of platforms on which you can promote your product, right? You can promote on Facebook, Twitter, different types of social media. You can put a hoarding, you can print the pamphlets and distribute. Also, what kind of location you are promoting in? Are you promoting in India or are you promoting in US? In India also, which areas are you targeting? So the purpose here is from the 100 rupees budget, when I split this budget to different mediums, different channels, different locations, then what is the rate of interest of my investment that I am doing on marketing? That is use case number 1, marketing spend optimization. How do you optimize your money so that you get the maximum return from that money? So a lot of things can be done on this. For example, you can do the channel analysis. So you spend money somewhere and you want to know what is ROI. You can compare different ROI on different platforms. So this is one area where you can work in marketing analytics. What is the other area? Area number 2 is about lead score generation. So what is lead score generation? In marketing, what you do is, let us say if somebody has to sell a particular product, let's say credit card company calls you and tells you that this is the offer on the credit card, please take the credit card, blah blah blah, right? So what is that they are trying to create is they have something called a sales funnel. Okay, in the sales funnel they have lot of customer to whom they give a call saying take this credit card, but not all of them are going to take the card, right? So why can't we create a score based on the past behavior, the historical behavior of every customer who is there in the funnel? For example, a credit card company tries to sell a credit card to 100 people. Out of those 100 people, what is the behavior of all these people based on their historical data, based on how much is their, let's say, income and expense, those kind of data? Can we create a score saying there is a 86% probability that this person will buy this credit card, there is a 20% probability that this person will buy this credit card? So if we have a number, a metric against all the leads, then it becomes very easy for the salesperson to sell the product to the intended customers only. This exercise is known as lead score generation, right? There is something called co-branding. So what is co-branding? We'll try to understand with a real life example again. So a lot of times you would have seen when you order food in Zomato, right? They tell you that if you pay from Paytm, you will get a 10% off. So what is happening here is Paytm is promoting their company on Zomato platform, but what is happening? They are giving a 10% off, right? So every time Paytm gives a 10% off, it is some investment that Paytm is doing for that particular marketing. But what is the return of that investment? So if Aman goes to Zomato, purchases let's say 500 rupees food and pays through Paytm, then does Aman go to Paytm, log in again and do some transactions on Paytm? So does Aman become a Paytm customer who is more frequent? Is Aman's Paytm wallet getting recharged again and again? Is the return on my investment coming? That is one area where lot of things can be done. And this entire process is known co-branding analysis. Co-branding analysis means when two brands come together, then what is the ROI again? So Paytm can do the same task on MakeMyTrip app. So why Paytm should do on Zomato? Why not on MakeMyTrip? That is another area of analysis known as co-branding analysis. The fourth area which I want here to talk about is known as campaign analytics. So what is campaign? Lot of times you will be getting emails from MakeMyTrip saying, you know, December sale or Christmas sale, something like that. So that is nothing but all these guys, Yatra, MakeMyTrip guys, send you email through their campaign. So they run a campaign in which they try to promote their product. They try to promote their product and give you some offer, and they try to force you to buy their product, right? So this is nothing but a kind of campaign where they are trying to make you aware of their product and trying to make you a customer of them for a longer period of time. So whenever we do a campaign, whenever any marketing team does a campaign, the intent is to get more customers, to get some revenue, right? So let us say MakeMyTrip sends mail to 100 people, right? So how do you track what is your return on investment? So sending a mail means there are a lot of cost involved, right? People will be preparing what all offer should be there, people will be targeting the right customers. So a lot of cost is involved in a mail that you get from MakeMyTrip. But is MakeMyTrip doing the right thing by sending you the email? How MakeMyTrip will know? MakeMyTrip will know by some matrices. So what are the matrices they can capture? They can capture what is the mail click rate, mail opening rate, from the mail if there is a link, how many people are clicking that link, how many people subscribed from MakeMyTrip notification after watching that email, after seeing that email. This is also another metric. Similarly, there are a lot of metrics that can be captured on every campaign. So anything that we do to analyze how good a campaign was or how effective a campaign was comes under the bigger umbrella of what we call as campaign analytics. Okay. Last but not the least, there is something very important you should know, that is known as cohort analysis. So what is a cohort by definition? A cohort is something like, to give you a simple example, let us say me, you and 10 of our friends join a company as a fresher. Okay, so you will see that company opens all their account on the same day in some bank, right? So all of us share some common behavior. For example, all of us opened account with a bank on, let's say, December 2015, and all of us are like, this is our first job. All of us share some common properties, all of us have similar educational background. So bank will call this entire group as one cohort. Okay, and bank will analyze how this cohort behaves when we try to sell them different products. Okay, for example, bank will come and try to sell you a credit card, bank will come and try to sell you a home loan, bank might try to sell you another banking products, mutual funds and this thing, that thing. So how is this entire cohort behaving? Based on that, can I create a strategy that this is what works for this cohort and this is what does not work for this cohort? For example, all of us are working in IT, for example, we might be more responding to the emails, right? And some people who are in, let's say, rural areas, they might not respond to email. So bank will know that this cohort responds to email, this cohort responds to phone calls or SMSs, and this cohort does not respond to emails. So that is how different cohorts analysis can be done on the customers. So we have discussed about 5 areas in which data science can be applied, and there can be multiple use cases in these 5 areas as well. Okay, now towards the end of the video I want to tell you a very important book, name of a very important book. This book is known as Bible of Marketing. Okay, the author is Philip Kotler and the name of the book is Marketing Management. You can find this book in any library, anywhere the word marketing comes, this book is there. So if you want to know more about marketing management, marketing analytics, what all are the component of marketing, you must refer to this book. Okay, so this is what I intended to tell you from this video. What is marketing at high level, what all different types of use cases can be done on marketing, and what is the biggest or strongest reference if you want to know more about marketing and marketing management. I hope you like this video. I'll come up with another interesting video. I request all of you to take all the necessary precaution and stay safe from COVID. Stay safe, take care. I'll see you all.